Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. Super Bowl 56.
For the first time in almost 30 years, the big game is back in Los Angeles. Super Bowl 56 underway. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start the drive with Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. It's complete to Cook. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen, throw left side complete. That's Howard. And he's got this down to the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And again, it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. Julio Jones with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Bills are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Point after here coming up. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From way up at the 23. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Rodgers. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
To the air, Allen. Looking deep for Julio. And this is caught. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Julio Jones. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bills will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. It'll be a gain of 5. And it's a second down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. From the 29, Rodgers eluding the pressure right. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jones. And the Bills are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So after the INT, it's Allen going deep for Diggs. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 81 yards. And the Bills are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And this will be swung out for Lindsey. 5 yards remain on 2nd down.
To throw is Rodgers. It got his man complete.
21-0 our score after 1. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Rodgers now to throw. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
And again, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Oh, my God. All the way home for a Bills touchdown. Julio Jones with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bills are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Tyler Bass now for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches...
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
On 1st down, Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan, 31 yards. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen escaping the pressure right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their 38. Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Rodgers now on first down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line. Rodgers again now. Going for it all. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Rodgers to throw once more. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And
intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen looking downfield for Jones. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. Way home for a Bills touchdown. Julio Jones with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Bills continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now it's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers eluding the pressure right. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. They'll find Lindsey here. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Tyrell Williams, as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They've played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Williams brings it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. To throw, it's Rodgers. That is caught. It's Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Carl Lawson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up fourth. So now on fourth down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. The kick by Crosby is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Now a run with Cook. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. On play action, Allen. Looking deep for Julio. He's got a man complete. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play here for Buffalo. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. They'll run for it with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Julio Jones, the lone receiver left. Allen now on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. O.J. Howard there to make the grab. And the Bills are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And now here is another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Allen off the play fake. He finds Howard complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 3rd down, it's Cook, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to have it here just past the 25.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On play action, Rodgers. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. On play action, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And that'll be incomplete. They took their shot, but the coverage up to the task, and it forces a 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's airing it out for Williams. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And it's a Packers touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Packers get a score closer. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out. So we will start here at the 25.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. Fourth quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now this time, Allen will throw. Going deep for Diggs. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play here for Buffalo. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Cook. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So Allen's going to look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick-6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick-6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, unfortunately, I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick-6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison to the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick-6 in the Super Bowl. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and the Packers are right back in this football game. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Bills, and that should all but do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Meanwhile, Allen's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And is actually going to throw it here. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Bills. Julio Jones, 30 yards.
And the Bills are getting closer now to that ever-elusive first Super Bowl victory.
Well, they certainly have the look of a team with something to prove, don't they? All week, as we prepared for this game, we kept reading about how they said they're going to play a full 60 minutes this week. Has nothing to do with their opponent. No disrespect intended, but they wanted to be people of their word, playing this thing all the way out, trying to finish it strong.
And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the fourth quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And these Bills make the 90s seem like a distant memory. Buffalo is the Super Bowl champion. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.